And we're back. Hello, everyone. Welcome to back to ZSR Main. We've got Game 2 here. Our second match in a triple header of a series of Zelda 2 Randomizer 2023 standard tournament races. This one's between the Ellen Heffley and MiRai. I'm still here with Star, and with me on comms for this one is Elendar. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm glad to replace MiRai for this one. Obviously, he's going to be racing, doing his pre-race stretches, very important tradition.
Yeah. And we're here for another race here. This is also 1-0 like the first one, which I think we managed to completely skip mentioning. Oops. So it should be a good match between these two. Winner of this gets a chance to face the winner of the previous match, which I won't spoil since that just ended a couple minutes ago. And the loser might face the loser of that match. Both very good runners, so it should be interesting to see how this one goes.
Yeah, TAH not looking confident, instructing us to pray for him. This, of course, notable MiRai, our current Max Rando champion. Definitely one of the stronger players here. So TAH no slouch himself, though. TAH the most recent Naburu Invitational winner. So we got two champions here gonna battle it out on questionable biomes and stupid islands, I'm sure.
And yes, we did move to this channel. The winner of her race that was supposed to be on main didn't end up picking up any volunteers or a race streamer, unfortunately. That was supposed to start in an hour, but I made the call early with no volunteers and no race streamer at this hour of the night to just make it easy on us all and keep us here.
And
We
here
would
we
have
go.
cut the previous race stream a little earlier if we needed to swatch channels entirely because we're off. Mariah has no game audio. Switching that. And okay, let's see. Is this this looks like vanilla-like map?
It
Is
does
what the
look very vanilla-like. Possibility it's a dry canyon and we're just seeing the edge of it, but
Yeah, I don't think this is a caldera, and it doesn't look like any of the other types. Trophy cave here immediately.
yeah, both runners going north and they're going to find the edge of the map, which is pretty good. Always helps to orient yourself and figure out roughly where things are going. And a nice
Yeah,
Arcadia.
because otherwise it can be very easy if you start kind of in the middle of the map to just miss something on the edge.
Yeah, you don't know how far you need to check. You think, oh, that's just going to be the edge. And then, it turns out to not even be related. TH taking a death, not even that bad. Going to help speed him out of this cave.
It really isn't. They're pretty close to start anyhow.
You'll see if MiRai also goes to the east here. No, he's going to start heading back down south.
Yeah, not going to check out the northeastern bit of things, as we do find Rudo not far from Star. That's Thunder here.
Yeah, and he is going to pick up that hint.
Yep.
Spell hints, of course, are always cursed. If you say, nah, I'm going to check the rest of the continent first, it definitely won't be on the continent. If you go get the hint, it will always be that spell item is in the west.
Yeah, this looks vanilla-like. As we got a funny location for a boulder-blocked cave here in the northeast corner.
The
Go
curse not
west to find the
applying.
heart, which
Oh,
we already found. Great.
there's the curse. MiRai getting the hint that that trophy for Thunder is in a maze.
Okay, well, we'll need to find that later.
Yeah, and MiRai not having checked up that top corner is not going to see that rock block. Oh, no, he is. He's going to be able to stick his head through.
Yeah. P5 there, kind of south of Rudo.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure MiRai got his stab up high enough. He may have missed it and just not stabbed the statue properly. I know
Possible as
that happened to me in my last race. Is very annoying.
Yeah, I know I didn't see the magic jar drop at least, but you might be right on that. As TH finds the hint that the only item they found so far this game, and they get a hit for it. Great, thanks.
Yeah, and
That's
MiRai.
definitely P5.
Yeah, MiRai finishing checking that section and says, "All right, I'm out." Quick
Yeah.
little up A to get him back west a bit.
Yeah. Here we've got Pillar P back cave. There's another cave heading south just to the northwest of here, and I think that's our only way south on this Vanilla Lake West, because As per the usual for this biome, we've got two halves of the map, and our only way between the two halves appears to be a pass-through cave today.
Yeah, at least one better than the old segmented west.
That is true. Where you actually need to take more annoying continental connectors to get between different parts of the map because the game does that to you sometimes. We're checking over this way. I forget. We've seen this. We've seen this cave already. I think no, we have not. That is a cave to a mountainous east by the looks of that.
Exciting. It's like islands, but the boots won't save you.
Nope. And we do have a Naburu, it looks like. I didn't catch the spell that was here.
Yeah, this is a jump spell.
Thank you.
MiRai, I think more of a fan of the jump spell than most runners. It helps that the jump spell lets him skip up stab because he is proficient in the up stab skip, but also just having a way to get down stab, before you explore the rest of the West is extremely helpful.
And upstab too, since this is just found the east. TH is right behind him as well here in Naburu.
Yeah,
Uh,
knowing MiRai, unless he needs to get the spell out of Darunia, I don't think we're going to be seeing an up stab pickup.
that is true. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh,
Reef neck reds with the boots. That's a good hit. I don't think
yeah.
TH picked that up.
Yeah, well, he hasn't got a chance to, but that's the hint on the far end that not a lot of runners pick up. So possibility TH just heads right out. No, he's going to go left. So he is also going to get that hint.
That's good. And yes, this is a 1-0 match. We've got a passer cave, which takes us to what's looking like the other side of the Valley of Death that we can just about see on the right. That we could just about see on the right side of Mirai's screen there as TH gets his boots in.
Orange was
If it,
Alphos, 300 points.
very nice here in the early game. Mirai not actually going through that cave, just checking for the item, and that might be well. Okay, cave to Maze Island for starters. And there's a bridge here on the Maze Island, possibly to Death Mountain. That is an inconveniently located palace.
Yeah.
And we might be. That's a bridge to Death Mountain, which is a canyon today, River
All
Canyon.
right. We've completed the speed run of finding all our continents.
That was fast.
That's sub
6
6
minutes,
minutes. Yeah.
sub 6 minutes. Yeah. Uh, links. Yeah. What I was going to say before we got sidetracked by the Maze Island and Death Mountain is that it looked like we might be boots locked there on the east from the northwest part of the map. There is a lake just next to that bridge.
Yeah, it's possible. Hard to say exactly. Both runners gonna dig through Maze Island. Makes sense. They know that they need one of the items here.
They do need a trophy, yes, and you might as well check through here, get the item, see what the palace is for the information. Unfortunately, this is not a very friendly Maze Island layout, with or
No,
without boots.
yeah, even with boots, it looks like the river is like all the way on the north side, and you wouldn't be able to get around very much.
No, it helped a little with exploring this northeast corner, but that's about it.
Yeah, the only thing that would be really helpful would be fairy spell for getting through these encounters.
Yeah. Cooper, well, we don't know if they 100% need a trophy, and I guess there is that chance, yes, that it's Fire Thunder, but you're not gonna play to that when you're, especially when you've got the other Itemite setting in Maze Island 2. They're 7 minutes in. The odds are they're gonna find something of some value, especially since you already found the cross.
Tell you what, Mariah's finding a value more orange Lizalfos that he is quickly dispatching to go up to 313.
Very nice levels already for 7 minutes. TH at 233 himself, which ain't bad.
I like Mirai being very patient with the lever, not taking any chances, wait for it to spawn.
Yeah. This, by the way, looks to be approximately the longest route possible to get from the cave to the west over here to the palace with both items on the way, I guess, in the south. Because it's a long route for both runners to get here, going all the way down this way.
Yeah,
Trophy acquired.
we'll see if the second item is here. If so, Mirai could probably up A out, but it is not.
Yep. Yeah, Trophy's Thunder, but Thunder could be linked to Fire, as Cobra notes. Alright, now it's time to go walk all the way to the palace, which is, again, not a friendly Maze Island layout. It's quite a lot of hiking involved as MiRai gets even more experience.
Yeah, he's not going to let an Orange Lizalfos live when he knows they're worth 300.
Oh, for sure. TAH hasn't been going quite as hard on them, but he's not doing terribly either.
He's still got respectable levels. MiRai finds his second item here, another heart.
Oh, you'll take it, I suppose. You don't need it necessarily, but it's nice to have when you're 9 minutes in.
Yeah, we don't know how cruel some of these palaces could be. Man, wow, this palace is all the way at the end of this loop.
I wasn't kidding when I say that this was a very, very long Maze Island. I
And
think
even if
both
they get,
runners.
say,
Here's
even
the
if they get,
thing. Yeah, go ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
I think we're both thinking the same thing, so go ahead
Yeah, so
on,
even if
Karen.
they get boots when they come back here, there's no help. They're gonna have to go through like six encounters to get back to that palace. And unless this is like P1, I don't think Mirai's gonna have any chance of clearing it without an any key or a fairy.
Yeah, there's no keys in the drop pool either that I've seen, so this 3 or 6 is oh dear.
I
We
think
do know
Mirai's
boots
just
are in 3, so there is a chance of being able to locate them, but
he's gonna take a
ooh.
look here.
It is P3 because we see
Okay.
immediate windows.
And we immediately find the boss as well, but Mirai's gonna have to find a key.
Yeah, that's ooh.
No, and he's given up on it.
He's like, "It's not worth it." I he because they have basically no equipment to dig this place right now. And he just gonna pick up Life Ward and probably also get out of here, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It does hurt a little that knowing that it'll have to go all the way back, but both runners also know that their opponent's going to have to do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that, you know, it wouldn't be like unreasonable for a runner to have found the East, said, nah, forget it, gone and checked more of the West, and,
Mhm.
you know, maybe found a magical key there and not have to double dip. But it turns out that both runners making basically the same decisions neck and neck the whole race so far.
Yep.
Ooh,
There was a narrow pass to the pass that MiRai took over on the west there just a second ago that led to basically nowhere other than the other side of Fairy Cave, which
y-
it turns out there's a very large lake, I guess, dividing the north and southern halves of the
yeah,
continent, at least
this
partially.
is
So
this segmented
I'm wondering, or maybe we do
now?
need to go find
Yeah.
Fairy and get those boots to head south.
Yeah, because we've seen both ends of Fairy Cave. Unless there's another pass through that our runners missed, yeah, they're gonna have to get some boots or find another pass through or another connector because we still haven't seen our last continent connector.
We've seen two caves, a bridge, and we haven't seen the raft. Yeah,
Okay, Mirai
I
checking
think the
Parappa Cave here. We'll see where this goes.
yeah.
It's rock
Uh,
blocked. Not only is it rock blocked, it's a rock block that leads to Saria, so they're also going to need to be able to cross the lake. I don't think we saw Bagu's Woods,
I
so
don't think we have, and that by the I think that's an item cave next to that. By the way, because that's sorry or boots blocked. Yeah, we're going nowhere.
yeah,
Great.
even if we find the hammer, we're going to have to find Bagu unless we have Fairy. So this is a whole lot of
Yeah.
blocks stop in progress on the west.
Yeah, we're checking these caves to see if Bagu's here. Alan's gonna find this dead end to nowhere.
Yeah, good suggestion from Cooper. It is possible that Fairy is just sitting there in Saria. If that's the case, then it's going to be a 50-50 that that side of Saria is the correct side of Saria. And Mirai just checking to see if that's Bagu's Woods doesn't look like it.
No, doesn't seem like it. So back to the east. Neither rudder's gone south from our eastern continental connector. He's gonna he's gonna head through this cave, which should take him to the other side of the Valley of Death. But I'm curious what's south, because I don't think either rudder's gone that way.
Well, TAH going a different direction.
West
He may
goes
be
us.
heading south.
Yeah, well, southwest and south is different from straight south. Straight
Yeah.
directly west is the Maze Island connector.
I
We
didn't
can't
think you
go
could.
north from here because that's a lake with a, and you can't get around that right now without those boots.
I thought straight south from where you came in was a dead end.
It might be. I might have missed it.
Right.
So this is north mid. Okay, so this is going to be the basically the middle of the map. Looks like for TH, for TH, TH is we're kind of too many alphas to fight right now. He is verifying. Yeah, you can't cross that lake right now, and MiRai is on the other side of the Valley of Death on the eastern side of the map, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. So despite being a mountainous biome, even this section seems to require you to, or at least want you to have the boots for some of these segments.
Yeah, I think our far northwest corner is boots locked over there. Our far southwest corner has a new casino tile potentially, which we don't have the hammer for. Great.
Yep. Lots and lots of possible blocks in this seed, and so far, no way to progress through any of them.
I'm excited. I'm fully expecting to find a river devil here soon. At the rate this
Oh
seed
man,
really is
that
going.
would be wonderful.
All right. I am not sure why TH is back in Maze Island as Mirai finds new Kasudo. I totally missed the spell item. That's 7 jars, so we're not getting that anytime fast.
Yeah. Okay, Guma's sitting on the raft. That could be potentially a way to get to the southern end of the west.
Yeah, we might need to traverse a Canyon Death Mountain to find the raft tile, though.
All right, TH gonna go through Jump Cave here. This was right next to start. I don't know where this goes. I don't think either runner has tried it yet.
I don't remember either, to be honest with you, as that was reflected in Kasudo.
Okay, definitely required, so worth picking up.
Yep.
Again, saying definitely, we still don't have a fire check yet, but who knows where fire is?
Yeah, it might be we're missing 3 towns on the west. We haven't been able to physically access Saria, and we don't know where Rauru and Nito are. It could be there, it could be one of the other 2 towns on the east we haven't seen yet, who knows where. But this might be the other side of that lake we saw in the northwest part of the map. Nope, apparently not, because that lake is hard locking our northwest corner, which might not be required, but it is a lake that locks something.
Ooh,
There's a hammer. That's good.
okay, that's partially progression. Gives us access to that grass tile. Mirai gonna go check out
He's checking out
Saria.
Saria.
It's a little, oh wow, you can get
Oh, and I
around.
was wrong. That was the
Oh, but it's the back. It is fairy, but
and
it's
it's
the
fair.
backside of Saria. We're gonna need Banu to get
Dang.
across that lake, or some boots, obviously.
Oh, well, Rye's gonna check that boulder block cave in the northeast corner, but my goodness, is this sea trolley.
Yeah, man. Oh, well,
This
we
is
forgot
so
about this one.
scary.
Mirai checking this hammer in the northeast. If this is boots, then Mirai gonna crack it open with that hammer find.
No, we know boots are in 3.
Oh, that's right. Where's 3? It's gonna be in the
3's on Maze
west.
Island. They couldn't do
Oh
anything in it
no!
without an any key there.
And it's just hard for Mirai.
We can't. They P3 was on Maze Island, Eleanor. Remember how they both saw it, thought about it, and
Yeah.
realized that as much as they wanted boots, they
Oh,
were
that's right. We
physically
did get a
incapable of
confirmation
getting
it was
them
P3. Oh
because the
man,
windows
so
were in the first room.
yeah, so now Mirai's gonna go through, and he's gonna go through Jump Cave, and he's gonna find that it leads to Sari, and he's just wasting a small amount of time versus taking the other cave. Um,
Yeah,
and he's gonna get the bad news that it's gonna be the backside of Saria.
that is spectacularly trolly for that to be there. So I think we either need to find the raft. Who knows where to take the raft tile to the southern half of the west, or we need to find the any key. Who knows where to go? Big 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we apparently really need these boots today.
Yeah, I don't
And
know if
if it
Mirai
is the
fully.
raft tile, the odds of the raft tile being on this mountainous east are not the best. And it's a
No,
River Canyon Death Mountain, so this could be fun.
yeah, odds are good if there is a raft connection to the southern end of the west, it's gonna be on Death Mountain, and that's gonna be a slog.
It really isn't. Mirai is not happy to see
He
the
is not.
backside of Saria with Fairy in it. He's like, "Game, why?"
Yep.
Down siblings, Rainbow looking huge in this scene. I mean, Cobra, the issue isn't Rainbow, it's the fact they cannot physically do anything in P3, basically. There's no keys in the drop pool. Fairy is quite obviously unavailable right now.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised when MiRai found, because he did go all the way down to the elevator with what I thought it was the boss room. I'm kind of surprised MiRai didn't at least try to fight Rebo, because maybe the bosses are dropping keys today and he could have cleared it
That
out, or at
could
least
have been
maybe
valuable, yeah.
smuggled that key to try and get some boots.
Yeah, TH not wanting to take that to take the encounter straight north of the Valley of Death, which will get him his hammer, which at least for now isn't really a big deal since it has unlocked Diddley Scott for Mirai so far. And no, apparently we do have a keys to the drop. We got one apparently,
Okay.
but they're not common it seems since they've gotten one.
MiRai checking these forests again, trying to make sure that uh he's not missing Bagu somewhere, but I don't think he is.
I don't
Eh,
think so. TH has found sunken Peaback Cave, not wanting to check the far northern edges of the east just yet. He's because he turned down the far northeast corner as well as the north middle. We
okay,
don't know what the northeast corner is. North middle's got his hammer, and yeah.
Mirai did go south from the entrance point on the east, and it led to a pass through that I don't think we've seen yet.
Okay, I mean, probably that would go to I think the southeast corner because we've seen the southwest from TH. Any key for TH though, that is something we need
Wow,
apparently.
that's
Jeez.
huge. That at least means that TAH can go to 3, get his boots, and have access to the rest of the West, and also a pretty clean access to the rest of that Death Mountain. And oof,
Oh, that's a dead end. Right. Yeah. But yeah, that is a big find for TH. Mirai shouldn't be too far behind him. Here's the thing. There's still the possibility that 3 is glove walk too.
it
It's not
is
high, but
possible, but
we
we're kind of running out of additional ways that we can progress right now.
yeah, we do
Uh,
have both items in Death Mountain potentially outstanding, assuming they're not boots locked.
yeah, we also haven't checked that new Castudo forest tile. Now that Mirai has his hammer, he'll be able to check that at some point. Though I don't think he knows that it's there. I don't think he checked
He
that
hasn't
section.
checked the southwest corner of the east yet, as TH finds P1 in the southeastern part of the map, it looks like here.
Yeah, Mirai, meanwhile, taking that other pass through, he's going to be on the eastern end of the east.
And he should find the Aniki pretty soon because it's not far from. If he heads east and slightly south, he should find it. 93 Thunder, by the way, at Magic 3, not too surprising.
Yeah, not particularly castable, but
Well, Mirai's currently going to P1 before he finds his any key, and okay, he's backtracking. Yeah, it's just to the east here.
yep. And then
Do you want a sensible dig for TH while he's here? It's a quick palace, decent chance it's beatable. Might as well look for the item too.
yeah, and as Mirai picks up this any key here, I think he's probably going to be right behind TH into P1. Makes sense to just do it while you're here.
Yep, and a not terrible horse head. I don't. It wasn't fast, but it wasn't dig the entire palace to find him either.
Pretty beefy though, taking about 8 or 9 stabs on attack 3.
Yeah, 50-point P bag's just sad. Game. Not particularly worth the reward for a boss's stay. 50 points. Yeah.
Yeah, TH gonna be first on the board placing a gem. He's gonna get just magic 4, not going for a attack level.
Yep. Is gonna go back in for the item, which I think is a good call here.
Yeah, who knows where the glove is? At this point, it's gonna be the trolliest place imaginable. So
Yeah. I don't remember if it was a linear path to the right right from start, but TH is gonna take this first left, so we'll see where that goes. Oh well, never mind. Turning around.
yep, that room requires the fairy spell or a glove. He does not have either.
Yep. Okay, so I guess there is still a path to the right because he's going back. That would be a fun place for glove cover, yes, if it would be spectacularly mean, but that
Yeah.
is the potential right now.
It is logically possible. It's
Yeah, you
one
know.
of the changes in 4.2. That room used to the logic used to not be able to handle ores properly, and so that room technically required the fairy and the glove. But now it's in logic that you could use the fairy to get past it to get the glove.
Nice, yeah. Something the writers may end up regretting being a change at some point later, but we'll see. Okay,
Yep.
no, TH apparently just wasn't sure, but that is a hard fairy glove or glove lock item for in one for TH. Um,
Yep.
you
TH gonna
know, we're missing multiple landmarks. We didn't see the far northeast corner for TH. We haven't seen the far northwest corner, and we know the southwest corner has a Nukasuda tile on it.
Yeah. That being said,
We're missing one palace and two towns. I'm a little concerned.
yeah, if I'm either of our runners, though, especially having already seen this lake blocking a section, I'm gonna go do P3, and I think that's what TH
Oh,
is doing.
absolutely do P3 for these guys. I mean, there's no reason not to at this point. You have to get those boots as soon as possible.
Get you access to the rest of the west, be able to get across that lake to whatever lies there, and who knows if the northeast is also boots blocked.
It is possible. We'll see if MiRai hikes back up to the northeast corner because he hasn't been there either.
Yeah, he's not up Aing immediately, so it looks like he is going to try for it.
Seems like it because he has seen the north middle part of the map. He hasn't seen the southwest corner, which is where the Nukasudo tile is. Yeah, he's heading up this way. So let's see what this is. T just decided he didn't want to go through the encounter to get up this here. T is also missing the hammer for the same reason because that was the north middle part of the east, and he just didn't take that encounter either. But it is some TH just retaking the long half back north as we've got a river double here too.
Yeah,
Ah,
and Mirai finding a water tile. Looks like a cave. There's a town. Lots of stuff up here.
Rudia with a life spell. Well, we don't need that.
Oh. And Mirai not interested. Pick up upstab.
Nope.
He isn't going to
Water
be
tile
interested in this
is
palace unless
here.
it's P4 or GP.
And,
Actually, he
well,
has reflect. Even
it's
P4
GP.
would be okay, but no, it's GP.
Okay, so it is both of our non-Valley of Death palaces located on the east. We also know water tiles here. That's a dead end to nowhere. So let's just check the two. No, we've seen both Risen and Sunken P-back caves, so that's a pair. That's a pass-through pair to nowhere especially important.
Oh, interesting. Mirai going
Uh,
to come in here. He wants to get these hints.
no hit there, and that's going to be an up A.
Yep, and I think Mirai is like conclusively determined he needs to do P3 as well. I understand not wanting to do it. It's a long walk through the maze. TH just now getting to P3, but I mean, it's got to be progression. So,
Game is pretty obviously telling you go here for your boots.
yeah, I mean, it literally told him go there for the boots.
Yeah. TH thinking about Rebo, but he's going to go look elsewhere for the item and get some more experience, which is a sensible call, I think.
Yeah, downstablished Rebo with no safeties is far from easy.
Yep. Thing they do a fairy for this room, so, any key for this room, so just open the key door and pass through. Could have
The
fast jump, I suppose, but
the good news about fighting, no life, no shield, downstablished Rebo, is that it's basically right at the start, so we could game over a couple times. It's not really going to hurt that much.
bad news for TH, he just ran into a glove block.
Oof.
That if the item is if the boots are locking the glove, which isn't it actually a guarantee, um, it could be the inverse still, and we'd have to go dig that mountain at that point, I think, for it. Uh,
Wow, not
that's
only are the levers annoying because they're levers, they're also invincible.
yep. All right, I think this is the only path left in 3 is this left,
This is
which
not a path, this is a dead end.
oh, um, hmm.
You said TH had found that glove block.
The glove block was to the right. This is to the left. I think the boss is at the bottom of the elevator shaft. I want to say they're just hard blocked
Yep. If
out.
these boots are glove blocked, that is going to be just the
There might,
best.
okay, there's one path left I
Because
deemed on green.
right, because where could the glove be? Right, it's going to be Death Mountain, right?
It's got to be. It would have to be a Canyon Death Mountain, River
That
Canyon Death
that's
Mountain.
that's just cruel, extremely cruel.
We have, yeah. That was the only options right from, because you go down, you go in, you come into P3. You've got a four-way. Down is a boss, left is a dead end, and right is a glove block. We do have it set in so that in these flags, so the boss is the end of the palace. The glove cannot be behind. The boots cannot be behind Rebo. Um, we need to make a third trip to Maze Island after we get the glove. They have to dig that down because I think we've seen, unless it's hiding under the Nukasudo tile, but
Oh yeah, it's possible. Have we
have we
seen
seen the
Risen?
desert
Have you seen?
tile?
We've seen Desert Tile. I think MiRai found it, if I recall.
Okay, because I
Um,
know I've seen two of the overworld items on the
but
east.
I don't know if we've seen Risen P-Bag Cave. Maybe I'm wrong.
We might not have. That's a
We also
point.
haven't seen Old Kasuda. That could have the spell for an item.
That's true. We do know Nukasudo's 7 jars, and there's not enough item locations left for us to find jars.
Mirai's trying to
Unless, yeah, good.
Mirai's trying to grind out to get this attack level. I think it is at 1200.
Hmm. Also, a different stupid thought. We know we know the. Let's see. Remind me again why we didn't get the item out of P1.
We didn't get the item on a P1 because it was fairy or glove blocked.
Right, that.
Okay, here's
Thank
a
you.
possibility. This P5 right at the start.
It
TH
is
is
the
gonna.
raft. Nope.
Nope. This
Okay,
scene.
never
I love it.
mind.
I love this scene. Did you roll this? Is this a certified star scene?
This is indeed one of my.
Oh.
I was gonna say because that could have still been a possibility to dig P5 for the raft that was hinted to be there, but no. That is obviously not it. This is the scene CS Tutor wanted, I guess. Yeah, Tutor was saying in an interview earlier that he wanted not a jet scene, and
This is certainly not that.
this is definitely not a jet scene. This scene is a work of art. It really is, Gob. It really is.
Okay, so Mirai gonna explore his left and right here and get extremely upset when he finds the glove block. He's gonna have attack 5 though.
There is that. He does have very good levels. He is not going to be happy. Sorry, I'm just. This is quite amusing as a viewer. Very very annoying for the runners. I'm sure. Teach is going to find his hammer here, which he didn't get earlier, and he's going to probably check those things. We haven't seen We haven't seen the Nukasudo tile, which is in the southwest corner that only he has seen. It does get us one item in Death Mountain. We have no hints for either item in Death Mountain. And it unlocked a heart container on the west.
Yeah, I understand neither of our runners wanting to brave Death Mountain, but it's increasingly likely that that's where it's going to be. Really, the only other thing we can check is this new casino tile. And I think well, I guess we haven't gone into the Valley of Death, right? There's a palace there we can do.
Oh yeah, there is. It's either 2, 4, or 6.
Yeah, so there's that palace we can do. We can check the new casino tile, which might have an item, and then there's Death Mountain.
Yep. I get why they haven't gone to Death Mountain. It is you do want boots for those, but you know, see, yeah, they have to lock the maze a third time, which they cannot be happy about.
Yeah, just wonderful. Just absolutely a wonderful scene. Mirai stopping by to get thunder. Makes sense.
Yep. Oh yeah, and there's a right, this is where Nukasudo was. So this is gonna be a reflect for TH. Forgot he didn't have this yet.
Getting the bad news that a magic container will not be progression.
Nope. And there's a hint for the raft. Bry's about to be Bry's not even going to check the item. Bry, thinking about 5, decides to turn around.
Yeah.
Thought he could have gotten anywhere at all since the very first room has a glove lock immediately.
Yeah, well, also he knows that the item there is not going to be
Well,
probably not going to be progression. There's a pot. Well, I mean, definitely we know it's not going to be progression because you need the glove, but it's possible that we could still need to um, take. There's some combinations I think that lead to us still needing to take the raft to get to the southern end of the west.
yeah. He is going to check the southwest corner now. This is the first time he's been here. We know from
Okay.
TH's side that the new casino tile is down here. TH is obviously has not caught his hammer yet. It's somewhere up here. Yeah,
Okay.
there it is.
This could be valuable. Could be nothing.
We don't know yet.
It's
It
an
is
item.
Risen P-Bag Cave.
Okay, yep. We had said this was a possibility. So if this is the glove, I'm sure Mariah's going to be rejoicing. If it's not, it's only a short walk to Death Mountain.
Yep.
Yeah, Alan saw this tile, but I don't think he hammered it down.
No, because well, he couldn't. He just got the hammer 5 seconds ago.
Yep, and it is the glove. Okay, runner saved. No Death Mountain.
TH is not. TH is checking. I don't know why TH is checking this boulder block cave. He knows this is just the other side. This is just taking him to the back into Saria.
Yeah, and
He might be mixing up boulder block caves because the other one, which is the northeast part of the map, does have an item cave, which is a heart container for him, I believe.
yeah, but I
Yeah,
wonder
glove,
how
a
long it's going to
huge
take
find for
him.
MiRai.
I wonder how long it's going to take him to remember about that tile. I don't know how much he tracks the overworld. It's definitely a thing you can forget about.
Well, he's forgotten the boulder block cave, evidently, because he's not going there either. But he's going for the new casino tile, so that's good for him.
I hope he's going to it and not going to Death Mountain.
You might have a point, yeah.
Oh no, he's going to Death Mountain.
No, TH.
I don't blame. He probably should check it just because it's close by, right? But Death Mountain, it does have 2 items in it that he can get. I understand the logic behind it, but this is gonna eat a ton of his time.
It's a canyon death mountain without boots. This just feels bad.
Yeah, hopefully he's gonna be boots blacked pretty quickly coming through these caves.
I hope so, because otherwise this is a huge time sink. He's
Nope,
got some
there's
options,
a whole bunch.
unfortunately.
Options is not what TH. I'm sure he's at least a little bit thankful to see them, but not what we want to see for TAH.
No, unfortunately, as MiRai makes trip number 3 through Maze Island.
It's such a long walk. Thankfully, this
Eh,
will be the last one.
yeah, hopefully, for him.
Yeah, there's some kind of arcade possibilities that like a fairy block room or something getting in his way, but I don't think that's likely.
It's unlikely, but this seed smells like it would throw it at them, as I don't think the southwest part of the map's gonna lead to anything for TH. Noticing saying a chat trip number 1 through Maze Island would have made me forfeit. 2 would have made me need a new controller. 3 a new computer. Ha! Oh, there is Spec Rock here, so TH does remember he has a hammer, I guess.
Not only is there
Missed that was
spec
here.
not only is there spec rock, there's 2 caves both facing west, just to the east for TAH, and the way that they pair up, I'm moderately certain because like he came in through one of them. One of those could very easily be Hammer Cave.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure with the way he came in, but
I'm not sure either, as Rai is back in 3 now. Gonna
yep,
hammer chop down this glove lock and
still kind of a trolley room. Moas and
mhm.
Bubbles and Iron Knuckles. Mariah playing it safe. I don't blame him.
Yeah, for sure.
Turning around left to make sure the Moa spawns behind him.
Yep. He doesn't need. TH is working his way up to the northern coast, so if the raft tile is here, we'll see it soon.
Yeah, I
Because the
am
raft and bridge
interested
cannot be on
in.
the same coast, so it would have to be on the northern end.
Yeah, I am interested to see where that raft is because we haven't seen either raft tile, so it's pretty likely that one of the ends is on the southern end of the west.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, without a glove, rafting not going to happen today.
Nope. TH picked up a 1-up somewhere, apparently, as he heads into this cave here, heading back towards the river. As there seems to be a decent amount of P3 before this, these boots for MiRai.
Yeah, P3 normally one of the quicker palaces, but we didn't see very much of it before, so.
Raft tile confirmed, and that might be Hammer Cave next to it.
Yeah, and also they might both be boots blocked because it didn't look like there was a way over here.
I think they might both be boots locked, yeah.
MiRai making downstabless Rebo look easy, though 556 does certainly help.
It sure does. And this is going to finally be those boots. He already
And
placed a gem earlier. He's out of here. Good
MiRai
riddance.
letting out his sigh that 40 minutes into the seed, he's going to be able to check the west.
I think TH is heading back to the east now, by the way. I think he's concluded he is boots blocked out of here and he should clear out. And he should get out of here, that is. Right.
Yeah. Good
Words.
note from Chad where downstabless Rebo hard required this seed.
Yep. Or no,
Yeah.
not quite. This was still his cave left for TH, I guess.
Yeah,
Let's
but
see
I don't think there's a way up there.
I don't think so, as MiRai is now on the other side of Saria. There's a palace here next to Saria, which makes sense. We are missing two on the west. We're missing two on the west. Um,
MiRai now going to pick up his fairy spell, and sort of all the requirements are falling apart.
Yep. And there's the dead end for TH.
Yeah, this is a four-way, but I don't think any of the ends of the four-way are going to connect up to where he needs. I think
I don't think so.
maybe this
Yeah.
cave goes somewhere. No, this is Hammer Cave.
That's a
Okay.
really weird location for Hammer Cave. Don't tend to
Yeah.
see it in the middle of the map very often, but okay, I guess.
Yeah, and this is good news for TAH because it's going to get him out of this Death Mountain.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this has been essentially a full clear as we find P6 for MiRai.
Yeah, and we'll see if he remembers about that new Casuto tile that he could check. I mean, it's really the only place left for him at this point, aside from there's still a palace in Valley of Death, but man, you really don't want to go there when there's such an easy check fairly early in the east.
Yep. And yes, Cooper Raft should be the southern end of the west. It won't help TH because Raft is hard glove blocked in P5 and he knows it. But it is over there. But because I've seen, I don't think there's anywhere left on the. It could, I guess, be hiding in the northwest corner of the east behind that lake, but that would too much. Child for TH that gets us a life spell we don't need. Great.
Yeah, and TAH just thinking about, man, what did I miss? Where can I go? We'll see if he figures out that tile quickly.
I mean, he doesn't have much left. As I mentioned, it's he seems to have forgotten the boulder block cave on the west. That's in the northeast part of the map, which is fine as long as he remembers just go back east because he's got the Nukasu tile, which he might have forgotten about. It looks like, unfortunately, because this gets him nowhere at all. And he's got the item in the Valley of Death Palace potentially, because that's either P2 or P4 at this point from our end.
Yeah, either of those would be clearable for him, so wouldn't be the worst use of his time. Clearable, assuming they're not also glove blocked.
Yeah, I was going to say, TH has definitely forgotten Nukasudo, it looks like, because he's lost.
Yeah, well, at
Or
the
not
least,
Nukasudo itself, Nukasudo Tile, which we know is
yeah,
the glove he needs.
he is gonna find that hammer block cave shortly here, which is gonna get him a heart container, but unfortunately not progression.
No, unfortunately not. Moray, on the other hand, is actually an item go mode, I just realized. Oops.
Yeah, yeah, just you just needed it. It turns out that all you needed was the hammer to get the glove, and then the glove to get the boots, and then the boots to get to fairy spell.
Which then gets you everything else.
Yeah, and the glove also being required for everything else as well. But
Yep. And there's a her for TH.
the only thing we missed out was a River Devil requirement.
Pretty much. We did see him up in the northeast corner of the east, but he is not actually required. And TH is having a think. What did I miss?
Yeah,
The
I mean,
sad thing is, he saw the new Kasuda tile earlier. I think he just forgot about it.
yeah, it's one of those things where some runners track overworld quite a bit, and some track overworld basically none, and you know, it's easy to like remember where the palace tiles are and stuff like that, but like something like a new Kasuto forest tile is just a thing that you could very easily totally gloss over.
Maybe TH is not thinking that the new Kasuda tile can block a cave.
I
I mean, even
mean,
if he thinks that, he hasn't seen old Kasudo yet. From his perspective, it could be spell in there. It's a 1 in 3 chance right now, even from our end, to get the spell tower item, which could be that glove he needs.
yeah, I would also think that TH would know the flags pretty well, given that he's the one who picked them.
That too, yes. There is Barba for MiRai. Not super deep, not super early. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Did he get the setup for left pit? He didn't, and he seems upset about it.
And TH is going back east.
He's
No.
MiRai is gesturing at his camera, pointing over to the left pit. What he's really not going to like to hear is if you die here and you hold right, it's the middle pit. He does know this one. Okay.
Okay,
This is a 100% consistent setup. If you die in this room and you just hold right, it's always the middle pit first.
gotcha. TH is going to check the northeast corners where he's going. He forgot about that.
MiRai's just gesturing at his camera is a little upset at me because I keep telling him to do the left pit. It always works for me, and it seems to never work for him.
Yep. Or, oh, I guess TH is not going to go check the northeast corner. He's going to head. No, you check the north. He's heading to the Valley of Death.
It makes
Oof.
sense. It's not going to be the glove, but it's at least going to be a palace that he can clear, right? It's going to be some kind of progression. It's not going to be a waste of his time.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, as long as it's not glove blocked.
Yeah, TH gonna try getting the encounter skip here since he doesn't have that fairy,
Ooh.
obviously. And this is a seriously open-ended southern half of the West. Mariah's having a little trouble finding our last palace here.
Yeah, it's quite a. I mean, it looks like about 2/3 of the map was hanging out down here. There is our raft tile, just in the corner there. They'll take MiRai to DM if he feels like it, which I don't see why he would.
Yeah, P4 is there in the southeast corner, so that's going to be P2 for TH in the east. And what? I guess Mariah looking for the last town here. We're missing 2 towns, Mito and Rauru. That's Spell and Rauru. I'm just not sure why he's looking for this, given I'm. Oh, I guess he. What does Thunder cost right now at Magic 6? I guess is the question.
I
I
don't
just realized
know.
what he's looking for.
MiRai wants down stab. Yeah.
That's also a point. We have
Yeah.
not seen Mito Cooper. It should be somewhere here in the south. Unfortunately, this place, the southern half, is enormous. I call it half, but it's more like, yeah, 2/3 of the map, and who knows where Mito is. It has to be down here somewhere. It's not up north. But, it might take a bit to find it.
Okay,
Because this
TH
is
gonna.
one of the challenges with more open-ended areas like this, is you just have to hope you walk in the right direction to put something on screen. TH, on the other hand, should probably not have problems casting Thunder, because that's yet another magic jar for him here in
Oh
P2.
man, you know what could have been really cruel with that magic jar being there? The seed could have put a 7th magic jar in the new casino desert tile and made you get all 7 to get basement glove.
Yeah, that would have been gross. Thankfully, Seed wasn't quite that less levels of cruel. This scene was terrible, but it wasn't quite that bad as to get a 200 point P back for MiRai.
I love these crazy convoluted logic seeds.
Oh, yeah. 500 point P bag, a bit more worth it. Actually,
Oh,
getting all the way up to 3930 for Magic 7.
okay, 60 it looked like at Magic 7. Yeah, that MiRai was, I didn't even notice, heavily focusing on magic levels, trying to make sure he could cast Thunder, because he has not gotten either of these 2 extra magic containers that TH has gotten in 2 and Death Mountain.
Yeah. That could have been an advantage for TH, but sadly, no such luck. He could cast Thunder before that, I think, was to make Fairy cheaper. Gotcha, Cobra. I wasn't honestly sure what
He
the
has
cost was
he
at
has
Magic
any
6.
key. Making Fairy cheaper's a little weird, but it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. He cast Thunder in an encounter
Okay,
before.
he already had the ability to cast Thunder. Okay.
Okay. Or maybe he couldn't cast Reflect, unlikely. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
honestly
I don't
know.
know.
But that was a very fast Karok.
Yeah, and he knows he's in go mode, so that's gonna be the end of P4.
Yep. He is not sticking around for the item, whatever that is. We don't have a hint for it, as TH finds dead end here in 2.
Yeah, decent chance it's a magic container at this point.
Yeah, there's not a lot left.
All right, MiRai gonna pick up down stab, hitting another trap tile. I think he's been frustrated with the number of these trap tiles he's hit.
Yeah, I think he is. And probably just frustrated with the seed in general as he finally finds Mito with Fire Spell in it. Well, he doesn't have the medicine. He is never getting the medicine. He does not care. That
No.
does confirm that Shield is in Old Kasuto, which we're also never finding. It. I think it's in the northwest corner behind that lake, and they don't care either.
Nope. At this point, it's just palace and go mode, and he knows where all the palaces are.
TH is still in this too, which is apparently quite a dig for Helmet Head. At least
Yeah,
without a glove. It might be faster with one, we don't know.
yeah. People often don't think of P2 as a long palace, but it's tied with P4 in terms of number of rooms. It's a solidly middle length palace.
Yeah. And Mirai is now going to go into 5. Don't think he actually physically saw the glove lock earlier, but he's going to be validated in not going here earlier. Because so TH did take one look, take a look in here and see, oh, well, okay, turn right back around.
Ooh, 300 points for the blue iron knuckles. Obviously not going to be relevant at this point for MiRai, but
Doesn't really care. It's going to take this drop immediately, which might as well, I suppose, since it's the first room. TH up being in P2, he is still looking for the boss, which I really don't know where Helmet Head is. I haven't consciously noticed a glove block in here either, admittedly.
yeah, it could just be down this elevator right here at the start. Oh,
Nope,
nope.
not yet, at least.
I don't have a great mental map of this P2.
I don't either.
It's one of those things where when you're playing the seed, it's pretty, you're actively routing through it, and it's pretty easy to keep a map in your mind and keep a mental list of additional paths that you can take that you haven't done yet. But it's when you're just observing it and trying to watch two sides at the same time, it just completely slips your mind.
Yeah. My sense of direction's also just complete garbage. Even when I am playing myself, watching it doesn't tend to go well.
All right, TH seeing that the drippers are just Muse, no grind there.
Nope.
If it was those 300-point blue iron knuckles, that would have been pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes they can be nice for grinding, but not today, as MiRai is still looking in P5. I think this is the longest palace among the regular ones on average.
Yes, P5 is the longest one on average. P5 and P6 are a little weird in that, unlike palaces 1 through 4, which have just a static minimum and maximum number of rooms that they can roll, the maximum number of rooms for P5 and P6 is always the remaining number of rooms in the indexing space. And so if P1 and 2 are short, P5 tends to be longer to compensate for it. It tends to try and fill up the space. Similarly, with if palaces 3 and 4 are on the shorter end, 6 can be longer.
Mhm. Uh, well, P2 is rather long, so here is a not too terrible Guma, it seems, for MiRai.
Yeah, he's just going to take the first death to fill up his resources and then try again fresh.
Yeah, and ooh, it is a 3-shot for Guma on a life 7. That is 3 hearts
Oof.
each hit. And that's death number 2. He
Right,
is
letting out
very emphatically gesturing at his screen.
so choice words at how this has gone so far. And he's going to switch to some safer strats.
As you say that, he promptly took another hit.
Yeah, he's looks like he's got at least a little bit of an upgrade in health. Took a while to get the first bar down.
Looked like it, yeah. Attack 5 isn't the most effective at Guma either.
Yeah, it's attack 5 is the attack level that most runners will be like comfortable fighting Guma at, but it's certainly not easy. Like, you got like attack 7 in there. It's like, okay, whatever.
Yep. 1,000 points of experience from Guma plus the 50-point P bag. Not that it's really worth it at this point.
TH getting absolutely trolled on this Mew who refuses to move.
Uh, really thinking about whether or not it's worth it to just thunder them.
All
It
right.
does get the jump. Very nice.
And MiRai's going to be heading over to P2.
And is going to also encounter this barrel of fun that TH is dealing with.
Yeah,
I
really
don't even
just a
think TH has
long
seen glove
P2.
blocks. It just sucks. It's a good thing for TH he hasn't seen any glove blocks that I've noticed so far. It's just this place is terrible, apparently.
Yeah, also that TH has managed to get to life 6 and 7 bars, helping him survive all of this nonsense.
Yeah, for sure. Because he hasn't had that many updates, I think. He's just been doing a lot of searching.
Yeah.
And here's Helmet Head. I was about to say I don't think there's a whole lot left in here, and that is the case, because hi.
Ooh, taking a little bit of a hit. It's one more bop and he's going to have to start over.
Playing pretty conservative here to hopefully not die.
Yeah, normally you can. Oh, wow.
Oh, apparently he could take another pop.
Yeah,
Okay.
I knew that the blast from the helmets do a lot less than the blast from Helmet Head himself, but with no visible points of life, I am a little surprised it didn't kill him.
I guess they did exactly 1 point of damage, or maybe 2.
Yeah.
Because each point of the magic bar is 32, was it?
Yeah, each point of the life bar is 32, except the first one is only 31
Right, that.
because binary weirdness.
Yeah, I guess since it's very hard to see the pixels. Out of you probably had like that did like maybe 1 or 2 points. I
Yeah,
guess we might not see the
it's probably about
difference.
4 health per pixel.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you had maybe like 1 pixel of life left or something.
Yeah, I don't actually know whether those heads deal static damage or they're in one of the damage groups. I should figure that out at some point, but they don't hit for very much regardless.
Yeah. TH did take a lava bath there, which is unintentional. Just the enemies trolling here for him. He is walking back out. He really needs to go to the southwest corner. It's a shame because these guys found the new casino tile and the hammer in the opposite order. Mariah found the hammer first, and TH found the new casino tile first. And unfortunately for TH, the result of that is he forgot about the new casino tile.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's probably too late at this point. Unless
I think
GP is
so.
unless GP is really cruel, TH has just burned too much time not finding the glove.
No, I mean 4 was quick-ish, 6 was fairly quick, 5 was not horrible, I guess, I think is my memory on that. But it's still time. Plus he has to
Yeah,
go all the plus he still has to go all the way back to 3, and that's quite the trip.
yeah, and even after he goes through 3 and clears it, he's gonna have to go through to the southern end of the west and get the required stuff there.
And that's gonna take a while because that's a lot of ground to cover there.
Yeah, Mirai looking a little confused about the structure of this too. I don't blame him. It is long and twisty.
It is. I have no idea what route was finally the one to Helmet Head. I just know TH her last location did. TH is not going to the northeast corner either, which confuses me because we know his GP's up there, and I don't think he's seen it. In his position, I would at least make sure to check that. If he's this confused about where he's going, I would at least check the corner to make sure what's up here. Because he saw this earlier too. Checked the encounter and decided to turn around, but well, he's going there now. He's going to find GP. Uh, there was a water tile up here, the river devil to literally nowhere,
Thanks, River Devil.
and the Runia with Lipus here. So he'll get up snap, I guess. Yeah, the river devil out of the king. I think what 7 squares tiles there or something. Not very helpful.
Yeah, he's one of the interior islands. It looks like we got 4 columns today, and he just got a weird thing. The way Mountainous works, generally speaking, is it draws a bunch of these like open areas like this GP is in, and then tries to connect them all with paths, and some of the paths are special paths like the ones that have Wilsons or the Darunia encounter tiles on either end. And River Devil is one of those. So he will attempt to form a block between 2 sections. Unfortunately, there are often a lot of completely blank sections, and also a lot of the time there's multiple ways into a section, and so he could just be bypassed.
Yep. And in this case, he's the only way to that section. It's just complete garbage. Yep, TH, that is the other side of the pass through.
He's just thinking there's got to be something, but not over here.
Unfortunately, Map Rando has gotten the better of TH today. It seems they were close for a long while there until this happened.
Yeah, basically up until the point Mirai got the glove, they were more or less tied. And then, unfortunately, TH just seems to have completely forgotten that spot exists, and it contains the most important item in the entire seed.
Yeah, because he's checking his other corners. He's just not checking the corner he needs. I do hope that him checking the corners is going to finally send him back to the one he needs.
Yeah, well, he knows that there's got to be progression somewhere, and he's already gone back and double checked the west, and he knows it can't be in Death Mountain. So, double checking his exploration on the east has got to be. Oh no, he's going to double check one.
Oh no, I don't remember where the glove block. It was a fairy glove block. I just don't remember where it was.
I think it was just off to the left here.
I thought left was a dead end, and there was the one quick on the right. Might be wrong though. Yeah, I'm wrong. Bad sense of bad memory. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, bad memory on that.
Yeah, and I think the right just leads to the boss.
Yeah, I think you're right. Right in the meantime, is done with P2. I think he had a little bit of an easier time routing this. Just went the right way, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
think
and
he went quite
he's
as long as TH did
he's
in there.
not interested in attack 6, just burning his gem, just going as quick as possible into GP, which is
Yeah,
gonna be a pretty short walk from this value death entrance.
yeah, relatively short. It makes because from Mirai's perspective, TH could be right on his tail, which TH was for the longest time until things happened. And Mirai still got a bit of walking to do here as TH is heading back west. That's good.
Yeah, it's kind of close to where he is. He just has to walk through a bunch of these windy paths to get to it.
Yeah, in terms of linear distance, he's close. In terms of walking distance, it's a bit further. And
Okay,
TH has
TH,
finally
he's
figured it
gonna do
out.
it. He's gonna find the tile, and he's gonna
Refind
be,
it, yeah.
yeah, he's gonna be very, very upset with himself.
TH isn't going to forfeit. He's not going to do that, but I don't think, he's not the type, but he is going to be very grumpy about it. Try checking water tile because he's here, and why not? And that's a medicine they will never need.
Yeah, a magic
It's,
container would have been nice there. But he is
he
also
is
gonna
going to
pick
pick
up
up
upstab.
upstab.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense if you just want to be safe.
And there it is, 104.35. Glove has been acquired for
Oh no,
TH.
TH, why did you up A?
I was going to say, I think it's best to just walk back to Maze Island from there, as TH is
he's
going
he's
for
gonna do P5.
I don't know why
Okay,
he's going for P5 here.
I mean this is fine. He does need to clear P5, but he also needs to go get his boots from P3.
Yes, yeah, that's a big thing. Like, it would have just walked back north, gotten the boots, gone back to P3, gotten the boots, and then beat P5 and headed south. That makes any sense?
Yeah, because he's gonna have to make that walk back anyway now, and it's gonna be just a little bit longer.
Mhm.
But entering into GP now, it's gonna be right around 106.
Thereabouts, yeah, since Murray got this encounter. 105.37 according to the restream timer on my end.
Get a nice blood red background for GP today. It's appropriate.
Yep. Thankfully, the palette shuffle was not too terrible to us today, for this seed at least.
Yeah, it can be a bit mean.
Yeah, it definitely can.
Right, TH picking up his raft. I guess from TAH's perspective, maybe he is thinking. I mean, but
There
he
is
knows
the
where the
off
boots though is. He
chance
has the hint.
fairy.
I don't
I
know,
guess
like
there's the off chance fairy is locking the boots, but what are the odds?
yeah. I mean, I don't blame for picking it up if you just stumble on it, but I mean, I would have gone and got those boots.
Same here is the big thing. Right,
Plenty.
continuing in GP. Go ahead.
I say the chicken squad out in force here.
Oh yeah, he's definitely beating Mariah a bit. Good thing he has 7 hearts in life 7.
Yeah, and he's got. I don't know how many other spells he can cast and still cast thunder, but he's at least a decent amount of magic.
I haven't looked at the Thunder cost in a hot minute, but I think we said it was magic. It was what, 60 or something earlier.
Yeah, but I guess he doesn't actually have shield or life, so it's not like he's going to be able to. Even if he has extra magic to spend on safety, he doesn't have any of the safeties.
No, because Shield was in Old Kasuda, which we are assuming is boots locked in the northwest corner of the east because we never saw it. And life is in Mito behind the medicine. Medicine in the east on the water tile, and Mito itself in the far south. So we were never getting that either.
Nope. It's the sort of thing that if GP turned out to be extremely cruel, like 30 rooms long, linear, chickens everywhere, you might consider upping, grabbing that trophy and picking up shield or something. But especially with MiRai. I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Oh, wait, never mind. Chat reminded me it was Fire and Mito. It was Life in Darunia, but the issue is the child's in Death Mountain.
Yeah, TAH picking up that child, but MiRai did not go to Death Mountain aside from a quick peek and will not be going there either.
No. No reason to at this point. I would be deeply concerned if he decided to go to Death Mountain.
Sometimes you just want to track a percent.
Huh.
And
T-Bird being elusive today, though.
all right, getting an upstab room. MiRai did actually grab upstabs. He's going to save a little bit on magic there.
And probably gets another blue chicken.
Still, I think at least 2 lefts outstanding here for him.
Something like that. More chickens. Remember, I found Guma moderately quickly, and there he is for
Yeah,
TH.
TAH basically taking the same route, or at least a route of equivalent time.
Yeah, it wasn't a fast Guma, but it wasn't a you're spending 10 minutes in here full clearing the place Guma.
Okay, jump very cheap. MiRai looking like it got through with like an 8 or 9 cost jump.
That is very nice. Got a paperclip room here.
TAH using hold Guma on the edge strats. If you keep him real close to the edge like this, his mace cannot spawn. It's a very safe, if a little bit slow strat.
Yep, he can't hit you with a mace if the mace doesn't exist. And here's T-Bird finally from MiRai.
Yeah. It does suffer from the problem of he likes to spend his time off the screen, but TH occasionally going back to convince him to walk forward.
Yep. Got a nice pendulum going from MiRai.
Yeah, and he got looks like a 4 and a 3. And the 3 coming back, and it's going to be a 1. Tech 5 not doing great, but if you get 3 and 4 hit cycles, it's still going to be quick.
Yeah, chat, no one told me that we haven't had game audio on Restream for some time. I just noticed.
Oh no!
I know I switched it on to TH's audio early because MiRai's game audio is non-existent today. But apparently it turned off at some point. Yeah, well. Fairy block here from MiRai. Gonna have to take a lava bath to get his magic back.
I'm just happy that fairy block is right after Thunderbird instead of right before.
Yeah, that's for sure. We do not have an immediate Dark Link.
No, we did see some lefts outstanding, so gonna be unknown how many rooms are left.
0. Apparently.
Okay, yep.
The old
commentator's blessing.
That is Dark Link here from MiRai. Should be good to take him down.
And MiRai finishing with the official race time 1:12:06.
GG's. We'll be coming in for an interview here shortly.
For how trolly that seed was, that's actually a really good time.
It is, because a big hang-up on this seed was really just those boots and the glove that locked them, but once you got them, it was too bad. TH making that third trip through Maze Island here.
Yeah. He will be blessed with the boots for his effort.
Yep.
MiRai's just rehydrating quickly. He's going to come in for an interview shortly.
Yep. And that is back into 3 for TH.
Okay, maybe he doesn't quite remember where he's going, but it's not like there's a lot of options here.
No, not really. And we are now joined by MiRai. GG's.
Hello, GG. My God.
What a
I blame
mess.
Star.
Triple dipped that maze island like a fool.
Yes, you did.
What's crazy is that up until the point that you got the glove, you and TAH were basically hand in hand the entire seed.
Wow.
You maybe little divergences, but you were heading to continents at the same time. You both did early Maze Island. You both did the DM check at roughly the same time. TAH maybe a little bit ahead, just on getting a little bit luckier with the routing. But the real difference ended up being TAH found that the forest tile first, but he didn't have the glove yet. You found the glove first, so when you found that forest tile, you were able to check it, whereas TAH was able to forget about it.
Oh, you mean the hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yes.
the
The actual forest tile with the glove in it. Because the hammer was on desert tile.
Yeah.
Right. No, you said I couldn't check the forest before having the glove.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't have the hammer when you were there.
Yeah, that was scary because it was like, sorry. As always, race. My mind's going 100 miles an hour here. It's like I had jump early, and then I checked through Parappa Cave, and I don't remember if I had the hammer at that point to break the boulder, and then I backed out and went through Jump Cave. Or no, I didn't go through Jump Cave, and I'm thinking to myself later. I went to the east. And I'm thinking, man, I could have just gone through Jump Cave with the jump spell, and Fairy could literally just be in Saria, just sitting there. And I'm like, man, I feel so stupid. And eventually I did go back, and yeah, it was Fairy. Well, we were on the wrong side. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking for Bagoo in the woods. I'm like, did I miss him? He's not here. There's 2 giant forests. He's not here in either one of these. So I guess I'm supposed to have stayed on the east the whole time. I'm feeling like an idiot at this point, and I'm feeling like this is bad.
Yeah, well, thankfully, while you were checking both of those caves, TH was also checking both of those caves. It just not finding the way through. When we eventually did get a sighting of Saria and found out that it was Fairy, but it was the wrong side, it was just basically perfect.
Yeah.
I finally found Bagoo way down south, but obviously, I was so afraid that I was actually going to miss him. We've seen people miss Bagoo in the forest tiles. I was like, I thought I did pretty good coverage. I think I should have hit him. If he was here, I'm leaving. And thankfully we did see him way much further south. As I was wandering around trying to find a magic container in perhaps grass tile, never even saw grass tile. I was hoping to find that at a minimum, walking around like an idiot down there in the south side of the west. Never found grass tile.
It's in the southeast corner, looking at Z2 edit, since I was curious.
Southeast corner? Oh, okay.
Southeast, southwest.
Okay, southwest.
That
makes
backwards.
And TAH has stabbed his boots repeatedly, picked them up, and
did he not have a hint?
He had the hint. It's just that he got the glove like just before you got into GP. MiRai's when he finally found it.
Yeah, he checked everything else. He checked both items in Death Mountain. He checked P2. He saw
that glove block in 5. We died laughing. We busted out laughing when that was a feels bad. He did not have a good time with this.
Yeah, no, it was kind of a wild ride. I was concerned he was going to full clear the overworld, and when I saw the key and the glove in the overworld, I was quite concerned at that point. Because that early Maze Island dig, I'm thinking, okay, well, I could get the trophy, but like I should be looking for Fairy, not gambling on the second item in Maze Island being the key, which it wasn't. And then I'm like, well, I'm this far onto the maze. I should just check what palace is here, because if this is GP or 4, it's going to be nice to know not to waste my time to come here until I'm ready and equipped to do that. And then it was 3, and I'm like, well, let's just kind of look in. I mean, I looked in and saw it was 3, and there was Rebo right at the beginning. I was like, oh, let's go right to see if the item is free. And I could have jumped that key block, and then I would have seen the glove block upstairs, and I might have actually dug deeper into 3 to see if I could figure anything else out. And then I would have seen the glove block and not come back until I had the glove. And unfortunately, I came back before having the glove, which caused the triple dip.
TH technically quadruple dipped Maze Island because he went through a third. He went through once to see P3 and get both items, twice to find out it's glove blocked, a third time to go to Maze Island, to Deathman, and then a fourth time to finally beat P3, which is where he ended to see that. And we are now joined by THGG's.
GG, dude.
If you're saying anything, we can't hear you.
All right, well, while Alan figures that out, my Guma was embarrassing. I hate myself on Guma. One of these days I'm gonna stop embarrassing myself on Guma when the cameras are on.
Yeah, at least you didn't die to Barva. It came over.
No. I mean, I died. See, here's the thing. I walk into that room and I'm thinking I'm on a good frame. To the left. And I went to the left because I'm like, Elendar is on comms and I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't go left. And lo and behold, he's over on the right. And
hey, at least when you died, you remember the middle pit manipulation.
You see, I didn't remember the middle pit. The middle pit is just literally where I start. So I would have started. So that just worked out.
If you die in that room and you hold right as you spawn, it's always middle pit.
Oh well, that's actually amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you try not to die there, but because you're spawning from a consistent spot, you're always hitting the same frame.
Yeah, so, and I actually took the hit. I was like, I'm a little far over. I was trying to talk to the camera because I was trying to point out that he didn't show up in the left pit, Elendar.
To the camera, I saw you gesticulating.
And then there I'm standing. I see Ellen lighting. But anyway, I was standing over a little too far over the middle pit. He comes up, he bops me, and then I take the death. And then all of a sudden, it's next fight was fine. But anyway, Ellen, it looks like you were lighting up for a second.
Can you hear me now?
Hey,
yes.
GG.
Oh, there it is. Oh.
That was a seed.
That was a walking simulator.
No kidding. Yes. You guys both did a lot of it.
Yeah. Glove blocks everywhere, boot blocks everywhere. Yeah, I pretty much did everything I could do except for remembering that forest tile was down there. Well, of course, get the hammer and everything. After I got the hammer, but you know.
Yeah. You guys were pretty much tied, more or less, TH, for the first half hour-ish, 40 minutes, however long it was till MiRai got that glove. Very, very similar routing throughout the entire early game.
Yeah, and of course, the kicker to get the boots was required downstabless Revo, I think. I didn't see Mito at all. Yeah, of course it was.
Mito's in the second half of the quest as is.
Reminds me of my very first tournament where it was required downstabless Revo to get boots also. So, I guess we come full circle now. Yeah,
because the divergence between you guys in the east, I can go into, is that you went west and south from the western connector TH, so you saw that forest house super early, but you didn't actually check out the north middle part of the map where the hammer was, or the northeast corner where GP was for quite a while. You saw the passes going north and decided to turn around at both. So you could have gotten your hammer a little earlier, but I don't think getting your hammer wasn't exactly super late per se. It took MiRai a little bit to get to the forest tile too. You just forgot the forest tile.
I just didn't want to do
Which
the Darunia encounters just yet. I wanted to try to see what else I could do, because usually those are kind of just nasty without fairy.
North between the east and the west, up and Aang, and I saw the east before I saw everything on the west that I could actually do. And yeah, a lot of back and forth. The triple dip of Maze Island was terrible, but it sounds like you did 4 trips through there. Geez. I was all over the east. I went, I saw GP, had no boots. There was Darunia, didn't have a child, didn't want the spell anyway. Glove block in 1. I was just like, Jesus, man, all of this stuff. I'm like, where is this stuff? And all the back and forth I did, I was so concerned that you were just busy clearing the overworld while I was dicking around. And it sounds like I had the hammer when I first found the forest tile. I already had the hammer, so I broke it open. There was the cave, and then there was the glove, and then that was that. Yeah. So just kind of lucky, bad luck, lucky but bad luck, whatever you want to call that. Just terrible back and forth, and just happened to stumble upon that thing, that tile down there, and already having the hammer, having gone, I guess, to the desert tile before. Yeah, the desert tile was over by 1 or something like that. Something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was over by it's up there in that little nook with Darunia, I think it was.
Oh,
or no, it was New
that was
Kazuto.
water.
New Kazuto.
Yeah, water tile was up by Darunia.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
And Magic was 93 up until, Thunder was 93 up until Magic 6? I think it was 6, and then I took 7 anyway. But I think it was up till 6, then it fell to 60. I didn't find a magic container until 54 minutes into the seeds, so I was quite concerned with having to cast Thunder. But it did come down.
Yeah, I think I had Magic 6 before I forfeited. It was 60. So yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to get Fairy down because I only had 80 magic and Fairy was still like 47. And at Magic 7, it came down to 28 or something like that. So it was much cheaper. I was much more happy with that. But GP was potentially much faster than I routed it. There was a junction, there were some choices at the beginning, and ultimately I walked a very long path up into a 4-way, and down elevator at the 4-way was T-Bird. So depending on what else led to that 4-way, if anything else, it could have been a much faster route to that Thunderbird. That's what I was a little concerned about as well. By the time I got there, Darklink was not that far behind Thunderbird at that point. I don't know. Well, that's I think that's it for me. Nothing else. I can barely remember the back and forth. Up and Aid so many times to go back to the west, and then I was like, man, I should have stayed on the east. And then the whole Saria thing, I'm like, okay, I can't get to Saria. Got to go back to the east. And it's just, man. But other than that, every palace seemed pretty all right. 5 was a little long. 2, I think 2. I had a right available left remaining, and I took a bunch of lefts instead. And I was like, okay, this hopefully leads to Helmet Head, and it did. So I felt a little good there.
It was a little loopy.
Because TH did P2 before remembering the forest tile existed, and I think he saw every room in there, TH.
Oh yeah, I think I went through a loop like twice, something like that. It was just bad.
You were in there for a while, yeah.
Yeah, I could not make heads or tails of it. I was like, yeah, my brain was going to mush with that palace. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I think is what I took a left, and then I ended up looping back to the start, and then I was like, all right, let's just go back. There was another left, and then I just continued to hold left. So it was really just hold left from start the whole time. If anyone had done that, would have been a much faster P2, but yeah. Oh, I guess that was my first magic container anyway, because going right led you to an elevator that down was the item room, and I came out, I left it for a moment. I'm like, you know what? This might be a magic container. Let's just pick it up. And lo and behold, that was my one and only magic container out of P2.
Yeah,
yeah.
my other one was Spec Rock, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
was-
TH got the magic jar and the child at a DM.
Okay. I was thinking, I was like, man, I saw that DM and now we have the boots. I wonder if there's anything in there that I'm gonna need. But no, I think at that point, I think I was just kind of panicking, as in like, is there anything else I need? Or no, not when I had the boots. Before I had the boots, thinking, man, maybe I could actually navigate that DM without the boots, and maybe glove is in there or something. I don't know what was going through my mind at that point, but I thought that I meant to go back to DM just to do it, and I was just like, yeah, let's not right now.
Yeah. I was like, is he gonna do this DM? No, so I'm gonna do it. and hope for pay dirt, but no, it didn't happen. I got the magic container. It's about really it. It's like, okay, that didn't pay off. Oh well, that's kind of how I play. Is kind of just like a series of gambles, and hopefully they pay off. Hopefully they don't. You know, it's kind of randomizer anyway. So
yeah. 4 was quick, and then 5. I almost stepped into 5 and remembered that it was Raft on Guma or something like that. I was like, I don't need this. Go back east. So yeah, a lot of that. A lot of really doubting my moves the entire way until finally it was starting to come together. And like I was telling them, I felt good finding Bagu on the south side of Saria, so I knew that I hadn't missed anything on the north side. And at that point, it kind of sets in thinking, okay, you had to do P3, and like you say, without downstab, you had to do at a minimum Rebo guarded or a boots guarded Rebo, whatever you want to call it, boss guarded item room there. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm feeling better about this, because if Alan came in here at low levels or something much earlier than I did, maybe he had some trouble or something like that. Because I think I was pretty stacked by the time I walked in there the third time. But yeah, not to ramble on too much. I'm done. My mind is again moving at 100 miles an hour though.
Yeah, GG's to you both. Good luck in the next round.
thank you.
Yeah, should be interesting.
That's for sure. Any last thoughts, Elendar, before I take us out?
Nope, that's all I got. Good luck to both of you in the next round. MiRai, unless you're facing me, in which case, suck it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I have to get my trash talk in now, so when you inevitably beat me by 20 minutes, no one remembers it.
Duly noted. Need to write this one down.
Alright, so that is it here for us. GG's to both of our runners. Please do give them both of a follow if you haven't already. The Ellen Heffley and MiRai, as well as my co-com Elendar and our trackers. Thanks so much to JLo for doing the tracking tonight. That is going to be it here for us. We are done on ZSR for Z2R tonight. There is another race starting in about 30 minutes between Chadbert and Dr. J PhD, but we don't have a ZSR race stream we're in due to it being rather late. So I don't know if we're going to do a bootleg restream, but that will be it here on ZSR, at least for us.
We'll figure it out in the Discord in a few minutes.
Alright, so check the Discord, which I'll give a link in the chat too, see if we will have a bootleg restream. Hopefully, obviously your choice, MiRai, since I know you've already done 2 in a row. But that'll be it here for us tonight. Otherwise, we are going to go over and raid our sister channel ZSR2, who are restreaming a Windmaker Randomizer Season 6 Challenge Cup match. Winners quarters finals between Crane and Rick the Husky. They're game 2 in a best of 3. Tomorrow, we've got another Z2R triple header. Restreams to be determined exactly depending on crews, of course, but we've got 7 p.m., 9 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern. Chromaticalism versus Tiverius, Low Engine versus Paratroopa, and Big Samu versus Sigil, so it should be a fun set of matches. There's also going to be a Majora's Mask. There's also going to be a couple other matches for the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 4 tournament and for the other Wind Waker Randomizer Challenge Cup matches. Well, if you'll want to catch those earlier in the day. But that's going to be it here for us here. Thanks for watching all, and have a good night.